So, did you know that there are some fake AI authors going on in certain publications? There's a lot of websites that are using AI writing, and they decided to have an AI writer with an AI author bio. Oh my gosh, I didn't realize that. So here's an article about Sports Illustrated that did that. So look, they published articles by fake AI generated writers. Now, how did people realize that? How did they know that they were fake? I mean, yes, ChatGPT writing is fluffy. You can tell they use certain words not they, but the application uses certain words, so it just reads robotic. But they went even further to create avatars that were fake, authors that were fake, and had these author bios. So you can see here, they used an image editor to create a fake person. They added a fake name and then a fake author bio. So it says here, Ortiz isn't the only AI-generated author published by Sports Illustrated, according to a person involved with that creation process. There's a lot, they told us. I was like, what are they? This is ridiculous. This person doesn't even exist. I mean, even the person that was creating these fake AI author bios and authors were like, what is going on here? Why is Sports Illustrated doing this to their publication? So at the bottom of the page, there would be a photo of a person and some fake description of them like, oh, John lives in Houston, Texas. He loves yard games and hanging out with his dog, Sam. Stuff like that. It was just crazy. And it says here, the AI author's writing often sounded like it was written by an alien. One Ortiz article, for instance, warns that volleyball can be a little tricky to get into, especially without an actual ball to practice with. So the writing obviously sounds weird, generated from a robot, but then they went further to have these fake authors. So that got me thinking like, well, if you are a brand new freelance writer that doesn't really have a lot of things to them online, how can you create an author bio that isn't or doesn't look like it's from a fake AI author? You don't want to create a bio that sounds like a fake AI had written it. So you need to have these certain elements in your author bio. For SEO purposes, they call it EAT, EEAT, which stands for experience, expertise, trust, and authoritativeness. Having those elements in a bio will help people trust you more if they're reading your content. And of course, clients can see that you're a real person. So the catch-22 of all of this is that because you are new, you can't really create an author bio until you are not new anymore. So what does that mean? How can you start building this EAT behind your name and brand so that you can create a real legit author bio? The first easiest thing that you can do is get on social media. It's more important now than ever in 2024 that you are on social media. You need those links from Google so Google knows your name is attached to an X or Twitter profile, that your name is attached to a LinkedIn profile, right? So using your name that you're going to use for your business, having that the same across your social profiles is important so that Google can find you, which means clients can find you. If all you do, just get on Twitter, X, and LinkedIn. Those two are fine. If you want to venture even more, you can start a Facebook page for your business. Again, using your name. You can go on Instagram using your name and your title. These things you can do, but it's sufficient just to have an X profile and a LinkedIn profile with the same name and the same title. Now, if you go and peruse my stuff, you're gonna find that I say things differently. So for like Twitter, you can see here that I have my name and a digital marketing writer helping B2B SaaS brands grow leads, traffic, and awareness. That is my title here with this, but I do have my name. If I go to LinkedIn, my title is Freelance Writer for SaaS digital marketing brands, AI, SEO, social media, email, analytics. All right, so that's my title there, but my name is the same. Same thing with Instagram. On Instagram, I just call myself a content writer with a writing service. So SEO content for SaaS brands and email copywriter for women creatives. Because I have been online for almost a decade, I am playing around with different titles to see what businesses I attract. On Instagram, I am attracting a certain type of business versus what I'm trying to attract on LinkedIn and Twitter. Overall, I am a professional freelance writer. Overall, I am knowledgeable in content marketing, SEO, and things like that. Right? So I do display that on my profiles. But since you're new, you need to hone in on your niche right away. So narrow down that niche, understand that you need to have a title that is similar across your profiles so that people trust you and that can sort of slot you in this digital space. So, if it's B2B tech writer or B2C food writer, those identify who you serve and what you do. Having that title is important when you create these social media profiles. Now, of course, you can start with something like freelance writer for, and then you can just name brands you want to work with, or you can name a topic, freelance writer for pets or the pet food industry, or freelance writer for SEO content marketing agencies. Like, you can say something like that where you don't know exactly what type of writer you're going to be. If you're going to be a case study writer, a white paper writer, a long form writer, an SEO writer, a blog writer, you don't have to worry about that. But as long as you have sort of maybe your ideal client, you can mention that in your title. So freelance writer for, and have that for LinkedIn and Twitter. Having that can help you look more authentic online, and people can search your name and have that attributed to you. For example, in one of my videos, I talked about Jessica Walrack, how she featured me in one of her blog posts. Well, if you search her name, you can immediately see that she is a legit person. She has, first of all, different photos. So even though you should have the same name across your profiles, I would have still the same photo, but share other photos on your feed so that Google can find them as well. Because again, if you're trying to beat these fake AI bios and these people, well, they just have one photo on all of Google, all of the internet, right? So you need to demonstrate that you're like a legit person. Here she is on YouTube. She's here on LinkedIn, on Twitter. She has a blog. So here her profile is right here. And you can tell that she has an author bio on US News and World Report. So she's a journalist here, articles. So she has a healthy footprint online that shows prospective clients when they search her name that she is everywhere. She has written for USA Today, Balance, things like that. So that's what I mean when you start creating these social profiles, you are building that writer platform online, right? It's that brand online. Another way to establish that EAT or experience, expertise, authoritativeness, and trust is to have content on different platforms. While it's best to have a blog that you own, right, through WordPress and Bluehost, I want you to create a Medium profile and I want you to start guest posting. These things, again, will just get your name out there, get that link out there, and prove to at least Google that you are a real person with different bios. All right, so if I type in my name, you might be able to see some guest posts that I have written. So I've written for HuffPost here, so that's a guest post there. I've written for Psych Central, so I have a bio there. And here is my Goodman project. Here is my guest post, my most recent one here with my author bio. In this results, I have mostly client work, I have social profiles, but I do have guest posts. So when you start guest posting, it will start showing up when you search your name. And these are important metrics, important things to have in your brand building journey, right? Like, so that when you do create that bio, now you have proof. Having those social profiles, having a guest post, even starting on Medium and getting onto one of the publications, that's fine. You can even have a Medium published on your Medium profile, and that's still a link. You can start building your author bio. And then another way just to seal the deal with having a trustworthy presence online so you can build that author bio is to be featured. I have a lot of links here that people talk about me. So here is an interview. So again, I was featured here in Wording Well. Here is where I was featured here on Course Method. Again, here I was freelancewriting.com featured me, and so they interviewed me. So these things again get seen on Google when you are building that brand, even your portfolio, all of this stuff. As long as you have your name and a link to your home base, so if it ends up being LinkedIn because you don't have a website, whatever it is, so that it's all consistent. Let's talk about what you need in your author bio. Now that you have these things in place, how are you going to build your author bio? Let me just be upfront and say your author bio will probably change depending on which publication you're going to have your writing on or which client you land. Sometimes some clients will be specific and say, I just want you to mention where do you live, and that you're anything like and a lifestyle aspect of you. We're gonna tell people, we're gonna add in your author bio that you're a writer for this company or a marketer for this company. Like some companies will want you to just have a bare minimum type of author bio so that they can add, Emily King, content marketer for Sendable. She is a mom to twins and she lives in Canada, in Canada. Like something like that where it's basic, but other clients don't care. So for example, for Zapier, my author bio has my name, that I'm a content writer, that I'm a marketer, and a mom to twins. And then for the past 8 years, she's worked with SaaS companies, helping them rank in Google. When she isn't writing, she's creating YouTube videos or helping her twins with homework. So I have a lot in here that is telling prospects that, first of all, that I'm a content writer and a marketer, and that I've been doing this for about 8 years. And when I'm not writing, I'm actually doing other marketing things like YouTube videos. This helps me look more established, but this is a bio just for Zapier. If I go to my WordTune bio, it says here that Emily Kane is a content writer for SaaS businesses as well as a mother to twins. Over the years, she's helped SmartBlogger, Zapier, GoDaddy, Optimonster, and more grow their traffic and lead generation strategy. Her own blog has been cited as the top 100 best sites for freelance writers 7 years in a row. When she isn't writing, she's playing with her new kitty and shuttling her twins to sports. As you can see, there's a little bit of a template here. I write in the third person. I immediately tell prospects what I do and who I serve. So your first sentence in your author bio should have that. You can flex where you've written by mentioning specific sites. So I did that in this author bio. And then I went even a step further to just show my authority, my credibility, that even my blog has been cited as one of the best freelance writing blogs ever. Kind of thing. So these things are important. WordTune is a tool to help improve your writing. Because I have that shows, my writing tips, my freelancing tips, all that stuff. It's proved to be a solid type of blog with good information. So that can help with companies that read this blog, right? But then I always end with something personal. So my bio is state what I do and who I serve. You can flex your skills in between. And then I end with a lifestyle, like when I'm not writing, this is what I'm doing instead. That adds a more personal touch. It's important in your author bio that you have some kind of personal element. Other author bios I've read, people, say when they're not writing, they're, doing aerial gymnastics or something like that. Show your personality that way just because it helps potential clients remember you. Oh, she's the girl that travels a lot. She's the girl that has twins. The man who is also a police officer, like things like that, where people can remember you based on that little tidbit of information that's like personal and related to you. So I always include that in my author bio. So hopefully that helped you. Let me know in the comments below what your author bio is. Maybe you want to share it with us. And so you never know, business could be looking at this video and see your author bio. So post it down below if you want. We can offer some help, or I can at least. And as always, like this video, give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next video.